We thank all of you joining us for tonight's episode of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. Before we get underway, we pay honor, tribute, and respect to the greatest nation in the world as we play our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for that ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets reckless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner echo for the land of the free. And the home of the brave.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome here. It is your Thursday night ritual here on the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. We got episode number 39 coming at you here for you. I am one of your hosts here, Rough Cut Rick Ruby. And, of course, joining me, as always, Mr. GQ, Matthew Wayne Schuyler III. And it's kind of funny when we try to slam things together here at the last minute, how we are coming across a few glitches here and there.
I don't know what happened with the other one. I definitely didn't do that because I don't like them.
We're not. No, we have no more internet gremlins, so I don't know who to blame on this one. But
I do want to touch base on something.
All right,
it's the healing me. Of course, I kind of like this group. Where is it? I should know this. And there we go. That group. You can barely see with that logo. But when we block somebody, begging is not going to get you unblocked. I'm going to say right now. So enjoy watching it on YouTube and shut up. That's it.
Yeah. We've got, if you have issues with getting through on with Facebook, we've always got YouTube, we've always got Twitch. And, so those are our outlets. If you can't get in anywhere else, well, I don't know. I don't know. Try a different computer, try a different a server, maybe somewhere on Mars. But anyway, we're going to go because you should be able to reach a show here on Earth somewhere.
Yeah, you can't get to Mars when your head's on Uranus.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Like you
Here.
expected any different. You mentioned planets, that one's coming out.
Oh my gosh. Something that rhymes with Venus. Something that rhymes with Venus. Okay. Moving.
Val.
Yeah. Right. That's word associations here. But let's kind of talk about we decided to kind of take the week off. We had like a 4-day weekend. I decided we should kind of do actually kind of a 5 if we're giving it Thursday and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, so it's a good chance to rest up. But yeah,
And yet we get confused on the show now, and we have gremlins all over the damn place.
Yeah. Well, we take too long of a break there. We have no idea what we're doing. It seems like, but
I don't think we ever knew what we were doing to begin with. But
we had a better grasp at one time, but then we had to worry about blocking and gremlins and all that other great stuff. So, but neither here or there. But hey, it's been a couple weeks since you see my view, but you noticed something a little different on my side. It's like we're playing Where's Waldo here.
You're a belt mark? I mean,
No, it's not being a belt mark. It's called displaying my accomplishments. So yes, finally I got to take home the AECW World Championship.
And you still can't put it on by itself. You have to use the other one to attach.
All right, Pot. I'm the kettle. You're black.
Hey, we know our own kind. So
it's all right. Yeah. And I'm not too happy about Mr. Playboy either because I had to chime in on Outside the Ring STL about over an hour ago because I was throwing out some little funny comments, and then then of course I get attacked, and then I have to go and defend myself. So it's like
What's funny is you mentioned that, and during the whole hiatus of everything, I actually got to ride with PYT.
You got the ride with PYT?
I got to wear the banner and everything.
Oh my god!
Not a whole banner. I wore the shirt before you could be a dick about that. And when I brought them somewhere, and we came out ahead. I mean, TP Beckham was sore from that one a couple weeks back. We walked out. Well, we scurried out because we had to get out of that town. That town's scary.
Well, teach their own, you kind of have to deal the cards with whatever company you deal with. So, if you deal with PYT, then that's kind of your prerogative. So,
well, they are the best around.
What a dumbass.
Well, oh my gosh, thank you, Howard. I appreciate that. Chiming in all the time I need.
You ride with a guy that wears a wig, okay? So I don't want to hear it.
But that guy is successful. So I mean,
PYT isn't.
Well, we're talking managers. He's a manager that happens to collaborate.
Hold on here. Now, if I recall correctly, one year I was considered the gold standard of professional wrestling because every time I managed somebody, they won a title within that time.
Really? Well,
it's the same show.
So
how long did it take you to get the belt from Brian James? I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, it takes a while here with Brian because there's always controversy that's always in my match. There's always some sort of controversy. I'm always ready for it.
Yeah, it also to do with that guy with the long hair that was following him around ringside with the whip.
Oh, that's Miss Hyde, by the way. That is.
Oh, that's a lady. Oh, I'm sorry.
And that lady kicked Playboy's butt all across Hannibal too.
I wasn't with him there, so that's
right.
Not my fault. I was managing Big Texan, and we won that body slam challenge. Couldn't have body slam him. Just saying.
Right. Yeah. Well. All right. First off, let's kind of review that. You're talking. You throw out the Hawk Elliott, who just came off of shoulder surgery. And the guy's trying to lift the guy who's 330 pounds, who's like 6'6". That's hard leverage for any man that has a regular routine who's at 120% with their shoulder. He's tough to body slam, just like I'm tough to body slam. That's not your title. If it had your title trust me, if it had your name on it, I'd take less care of it. But since I represent American Championship Wrestling with that title, just like we'll get into some cards here a little bit later, but Playboy got in there, attacked Gary Jackson during my match, and sure, I was down on the canvas, but I was not out. And there was no way that he was going to make me submit anyway. So Gary Jackson had his hopes up for nothing. He was not going to win. But Playboy thought he was that. And what's the use? So, and here's the thing I wanted to ask anyway. That's right, because you came in and interfered in my match. You got me DQ'd. So thanks a lot, jerk. The whole thing is that so I did lose by DQ. Okay, so we know that. But the whole thing is, so you're saying Playboy Double H would rather face me than Gary Jackson, even if Gary Jackson beat me? And who's to say that Playboy was next in line for an ACW title shot?
Playboy?
Well, that's Playboy. But that's not ACW Championship Committee. That's not going through Searcher. And trust me, if he starts picking, well, shoot, I don't know. I really don't feel for the Searcher because I've picked
this is why. Look, take a look at this right over here. He's beaten Gary too many times. Why does he still have to do it?
No, he's not beating Gary too many times. He's drawn up his own resume of individual like. It's
I gotta show this one. That funny.
Whatever. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Okay.
It's going to be Pastel Mania when that match happens.
Pastel Mania.
Come on, that was funny. I don't care who.
More like Neon Mania. Have you seen how our colors are? We're bright green and bright pink. There's nothing pastel about it. We're not a damn Easter egg hunt. Like, solid purple. Oh my! But the most important event at the end of that event on ACW back in Hannibal was the King of the Mountain match. And me and Gary Jackson were the last two in there. I did somewhat lose my focus, and Gary had caught me and threw me outside the ring. And I wasn't thinking about it because I had a memory lapse. Because when you get these matches, you're always used to getting thrown over the top. Well, in this match, if you just got thrown out of the ring and your feet hit the floor, then you're out. So when I got thrown through the ropes, I was getting ready to get back in, and then the referee called for the bell because I forgot. And that's honest to God's truth. But I can come up with any excuse I want. But Gary Jackson won the match. But the biggest class move of the night is calling Marcus Mansfield in there, who was basically there for that whole entire honor, by the way, and put the crown and rope back on him, calling him the King of Independence, and calling Carla up there as the queen, as his queen, and letting them have that moment in the sun. And that was the most important thing of the night. And
it's something I think every single one of us would agree that Marcus Mansfield is the king for all eternity.
Yes. So, by the way, did you happen to inquire? Just had a question out of did you inquire about those shirts to see if they even had any of those left?
I forgot about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, putting on kayfabe a tiny bit for a second, which we know we don't do. It was too emotional tonight to remember a whole hell of a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I agree. So, but the whole match was there for Mark, and I'm glad that it went down the way it did, and I think. I would be suffice to say that I think any one of us would have done the same thing. So, so I'm just glad it went down like that. So, But a great night in Hannibal, another filled out crowd, sold out crowd. Very good, getting it was basically to help funds with Mark and support with the family. And good thing that, yeah, oh my gosh, do we really need to see this? Really? You should have been. Well, Playboy, you got to stop. If Miss Hyde would stop kicking your butt, maybe you have a chance once in a while. It was me.
What did you bring up? I didn't.
This is what I'm talking about here. He should have been kicking about winner. Yeah, you should have given it to Marcus Mansfield because he's the true king of the independents. So, there you go.
And here, let me do something here for 1 second. I had to put something up there.
I'll take myself out. There you go. Yeah, so that was the end of the night right there. With Gary Jackson presenting the robe back to Marcus and proclaiming him king of the independents. And what a night, because if you also see him on the right-hand side, if you...
I was trying to find the pictures of that one also. But the fact that for this event... Oh, hold on, I got one. Give me a second. I can get it uploaded in a little bit.
You're talking about like the group of 4 people, maybe you're
5 because I couldn't find the other
4
one.
Or 5. Okay,
I'm getting it there.
Okay, yeah.
Although I wish we could have got a picture with all of them and the state rep at the time, which was Chris Powell. But this right here also shows the respect that everybody had for Marcus. You have actor, former wrestler, Bishop Stevens, the commentary team, which we don't have the 3 together, the commentary team, which you would never have seen in wrestling history anywhere else, but for this show, was Rage, Frank Reed, and Herb Simmons.
Right.
And of course, Wicked was called the general manager of ACW also. So
yeah, he was commissioner handling his own. He had a lot to handle. So hold on. So there you go. That I will agree with. Absolutely. They're very much a Class A promotion. So there is something being done right with ACW. And we'll talk here in a little while about.
I don't get the comment that's. I'm not going to bring it up. I don't get. The
I know.
After that.
I know. So also, over this past weekend, is a certain promotion around here that started its first of many soon to come internet pay-per-views, which you're probably not too fond of. The CHWA, the Cottage Hills Wrestling Alliance. And I'm sure you're familiar with that. Don't act like you don't know. But we will go over that. But I will say here that I've got some results from that show for those. You can actually go back and watch it if you want. If you're interested in joining and support the CHWA and also be part of their events. So every Sunday they do a show right there, 127 West MacArthur Drive in Cottage Hills. Tickets are $10 for adults, $5 for kids. Doors will open at 3. Bell time at 3:30. And so their Patreon page, we don't know the exact link, but you can go to patreon.com, search for Cottage Hills Wrestling Alliance. And you can see the packages, but in order to get access to the pay-per-views, which will be once a month and not aired on Facebook or anywhere else, you'll have to do the CHWA for Life tier, which would be $10 a month. So there you go. But I will go over the results here for you, with Chaos Jester defeating Angelo Grimsley. Alistair Crow and Joe West defeated Esau Crane.
Hold on. I think that was Alistair Crow was part of the first one.
Yeah, that was the triple threat. Okay, so Joe West defeated Esau Crane. So Sophia Sombra defeated Emma Uri. Yet SWO defeated Bulletproof and Dragon's Creed. So that was a triple threat tag match for the tag team championship. So we got new champions in Bulletproof there.
SWO.
Johnny Bakes.
You just said SWO defeated them, so is SWO defeated them?
Oh, SWO. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, SWO is the tag champs. My apologies.
It hadn't been somebody from Cottage Shows typing this up to you because you read like they
I
type.
know. It's like no one knows format or spacing anymore, and I'm trying to challenge myself quickly here. So Apocalypse defeated Johnny Banks, which is former CHWA champion. So Johnny Banks is a little bit on his skid now. And I'm going to stop there. The Parasite, Tyler Blake, defeated Damian Blackwell. Wow. Kind of shocked at that one.
And
Tommy Davis. Thank you. Let's see. Maddie Exodus defeating Ashlyn Alexander. I don't know. Maybe the CHWA women's title was on the line, but
I would guess. Yeah, I think that's what they were building for.
Right.
I don't know.
And PT Beckham, a CHWA champion, defeated and defended his title successfully against Jake Prater in a street fight. And man, let me tell you, you sent me a picture of what Jake was afterwards.
Hold on. I'm going to put that up here as soon as I can get to it. It's going to take me some time again.
I'm going to warn everybody now, if you are gruesome to the sight of blood, you might want to turn away from your screens now. I'm not joking. So,
and the problem was Prater didn't have me there to represent him like I do with all the other fights. Really? I'm talking here, you dick.
My bad.
But this is what happens when you don't have me represent you, especially in that class of people in Cottage Hills to begin with. This happens.
Oh man. Yeah, that was pretty gruesome. That's not paint, guys.
Hey, Kool-Aid!
Yeah, no, that is far from paint. Far from paint. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh my. So look. Playboy is.
I happen to agree with that. And you know what? We have something coming up, and I may try to make an appearance. I'm going to get the contract for a match in IEW signed, and I'll go to their grounds. They want to show it. It's like that's going to be the highest class they're going to get when I step back into their building again to try to get that signed and stuff.
Yeah. Didn't IEW ever announce a match with Chris?
Yeah, I'm finishing the contract. I need to get his stuff on it.
Okay, so you're kind of making stipulations. Okay, gotcha.
No, hold on. No, maybe. But
no, maybe.
But here's the thing: it's like we already announced it on our last on 3 shows ago. The last time we tried to do a free for all, everybody just kept calling in, and the show went to hell in the handbasket. But they announced it because it was mentioned, and I need to get everything, all the T's crossed and the I's dotted.
Yeah. Well, you still got a little bit of time. So I mean, we're gonna get to that. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I really don't know if Exodus. I mean, just to his defense, I don't think he's really running because he was. If I saw the match that you had where you brought in Mr. Playboy.
Hold on now. If you look at that, you see him running out the door.
Yeah, but he was chasing somebody. He wasn't. He was trying to.
He was just running because he's like, "No, I got to go."
He was not looking behind him and trying to worry if anybody was going to catch him. He was trying to get after somebody.
I know that. He was trying to get out the door before anybody chased him. That's how scared he is.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm gonna take this off on my side. So we basically kind of went through what happened while we were gone. But we've got a lot of shows. So like one of the major topics here tonight is we're going to focus on what's going on in the Midwest. Everything is opening back up. And we're not even going to get into like major news headlines and all the controversy that's going on, but everything should be opening up pretty much. And people are doing it. And whether it be outdoors, whether it be indoors, whatever the case may be, Everybody's getting out because they're tired of sitting inside of a freaking box, cabin, whatever, home, whatever. They need to get out and do something, get back to life and live it. So, but with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and I think we should start with our first part of the show, because we're going to bring up all the shows that's going to be happening in the month of June around here in the Midwest, mainly in Missouri and Little Illinois. So that's where we're going to go and focus on. Going to change a little bit. Oh my God, I can't believe I did that. Never mind.
Hold on, wait. Keep it like that for 1 second. Hold on.
That
Because this looks a lot better that way.
it
doesn't look good with that background.
The man went off of me. The man went off of me earlier tonight, so that can get removed. So you're grounded, sir.
Hey, but you know what? At least they had an original idea for a logo.
How? What is so different? It's still a damn rectangle.
But it's pink.
Wait a minute. So just because I have a different color makes me non-original?
Pretty much, yeah.
There's other people that have used pink too. It's not like it was just invented 20 years ago when they had a chance to start it. Oh my God. I don't know why I bother talking to you at times.
Because we have a contract as well, okay? So
What contract?
the one you signed.
Well, I'm sorry, it's one I could rip up too, because I don't pay you for anything, do I?
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
exactly.
wait, hold on. We have to now. We have to keep it there for a little bit.
No, just
Let's keep it there for a while, and he'll go away.
no, it's not going to work. Besides, I'm trying to pump everybody else's show here, not a faction, so please take it down.
Well, wait a minute. Which is the first show you're going? Are they a part of it? Okay, yeah. We'll turn.
Well, first off, I'm going to have to add this to the stream, and we're going to talk about our shows upcoming here. And in fact, I've got to reposition over here, so I can actually see what I'm talking about. Actually, you got to read off the first one. So whenever you're ready, we'll go ahead.
Why would I do that one when you're actually a part of the second one? I mean, I should do that because that way it'll be unbiased.
Okay. Well, you're going to be reading the last one anyway, which you're going to be part of, and you're actually the GM of. So what's the big deal?
Okay, never mind. That works.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just saying.
Oh my
Well,
God!
first, you want to hit the ticker then for this one then?
I will. Yes, I will take care of the ticker. Yes.
Yay! You do so. You push a button. We have
go.
this. You want to slow your roll a little bit on the video feed there? Stop. Hit pause. There you go.
Hammer time. Stop. Hammer time. All right, here we go, bro.
Okay, stop, collaborate, and listen. June 5th, Pro Wrestling Epic presents Flea Market Fights. Route 66 Flea Market, 3121 Chain of Rocks Road, Granite City, Illinois. Scheduled to compete. Leon Mephisto, Neo Cutter, Roy Lewis, TP Beckham, Ashlyn Alexander. Oh, that's that one girl. Okay. Sabotage Squad, Alex Herzog, and many more. Tickets, $10 adults, $5 kids. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. Bell time is at 6. Bring your own chair, masks, and courage. For tickets, 618-806-4656. Again, that is 618-806-4656.
All right. And I'm getting a little bit of a freezing on my end. I'll have to see if anybody else is doing the same thing here. But
seems like I'm moving good.
Okay. Maybe it's just me. Hopefully it's just me. All right. Give me 1 second here. Okay, new comment.
Why?
I'm having system issues. It was an accident. Will you stop?
Let him go away.
You're a Libra, aren't you, darling?
Yeah, because he bitches too much.
And I gotta say this, Jerry.
All right, so we're gonna take. I can't believe I'm trying to get this taken care of, and I'm freezing up. Why am I freezing up? I just booted this system up right before I came online, so it's not like I had it on forever. Oh my god. I'm seriously having some issues. Now I know why people don't want to do this. Do you have access to the ticker?
I just turned it off.
You did? Okay.
Yep.
Because I'm frozen on my side. This is ridiculous. I don't know what the heck's going on.
Well, okay. Let me see if I can hit play real quick.
There you go. Thank you.
There we go.
All right. So the next event. So this is this coming Sunday, or June 6th, for World Powerhouse Wrestling. This is the first of many shows that will be happening once a month on a Sunday, the first Sunday of the month, starting with June. So it's Sunday wrestling at the VFW. And of course, that's at the Collinsville VFW Hall, 1234 Vandalia Street in Collinsville, Illinois. Feature matches that have been announced: the WPW Heavyweight Championship with the shooter Curtis Payne, the newly crowned champion, defending against the William J. Talley Memorial Battle Royal winner, and getting a shot because of that was Xavier Frost. The WPW Tag Team Championships will be on the line as the Violators defend once again against the Midwest Mercenaries. Scheduled to appear is myself, Rough Cut Rick Ruby, and I probably will be defending that U.S. title. Playboy Double H, Reed Rain, Hollis Drew, Keith Smith Jr., and Marcellus Knight. Tickets are $10 for adults, $5 for kids. There is a family bundle special with you can purchase 2 adults and two kids tickets altogether at $20. There is VIP packages available where you can get earlier times with like an autograph poster. You would get like a food, like concession food ticket. And there's other benefits for that as well. If you would like to purchase the VIP, you have to go to their website at wpw.ticketleap.com. Select on the event for Sundays at the VFW for June 6th, and purchase your ticket. Now, the $20 ticket that you will purchase is good for one adult and along with one child, any 12 and under. So get them while it's hot. There are still VIP tickets left, and so doors will open at 4:30 for the show, and the show will be at 5 p.m. on Sunday. So it's going to be an early evening show on Sundays. So even though, the school's out, but I'm sure people have got to get to work on the following day, so we try to get everything done as soon as we possibly can. So, looks like you have got the next one, sir. I'm pretty sure I can get to the.
Hold on, let me turn off that ticker. I guess I might have to do everything for you.
Well, okay. I was gonna see. I think I can. Okay, you got it. There you go. That's the next.
Okay. Let me click that ticker. And June 12th, SICW New Breed Wrestling at the Ballparks National, 480 Kissick Ways, Max Creek, Missouri, near Lake of the Ozarks. Scheduled to appear is Attila Khan, Gary Jackson, Sean Benson, Jaden Roller, Curtis Wild with Wildfire, Steve Fender, Big Texan, Kurt Gannon, Travis Cook, and more. Much more. WWE Hall of Famers Ace Cowboy Bob Orton and Mr. USA Tony Atlas will be doing a meet and greet. Ticket admission is free.
Yep. So I've taken a good look at that ballpark too, and that ballpark is a nice ballpark down there. It's a very good field. It's kind of like one of those minor league ballparks, but it's got some really good seating. So I guess they're just looking to pack the house. And there will be concessions available, I'm sure, along with other souvenirs. So go ahead, and if you're down that area, or if you want to follow, you get see your SICW stars in action, go ahead and do that. And
which when you look at it though too, oh, shut up, Shaft, nobody. You have the best talent around. You got Attila Khan, Big Texan, and of course Travis Cook. You have some of the best talent around down there on this show.
Yeah. I mean, so it's and of course, New Breed Wrestling will have some of the other stars as well, but that would be definitely I'm sure that'll be a fun card to be, especially when you can do a meet and greet with Bob Orton and Tony Atlas. I mean, you can't go down there and get your opportunities there if you're around that area. But also on the same night, we've got our next show.
Hold on, I'll get it. Give me a second.
Yep, not a problem.
And you have a poster for this one, right?
I sure do. All right. Yeah, I'm kind of freezing up a little bit, so I don't know what the heck's going on.
Well, okay, so the poster didn't go across to the next one.
Did you go back a little bit? They're like in 3-second increments, if you know where.
Well, I know, but it's stuck on the SICW one for me now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so now it's gonna be. Yeah, but at least the ticker's going. So.
Wait a minute.
There we go.
Hold on, there it worked. Yeah. Oh, so what the hell? I didn't move or nothing.
Yeah, move it back a little bit.
I did.
Oh my goodness!
Stop! Go back. Work with me, yes. It's not.
Oh my gosh!
It won't do nothing. There. Stay.
Yeah.
Don't move. I'll get you a towel.
Oh Lord!
That's a blast from the past.
Yeah.
I gave you that file, didn't I?
Oh, I have to take a look at it. If not, I'm sure I can find it somewhere. But also on Saturday, June 12th, Mid Missouri Wrestling Alliance presents High Voltage 2021. There is an official match lineup. On that card, you'll see myself, Rough Cut Rick Ruby, going against the Enforcer, Jimmy D. Johnny Blade will be taking on Switchblade, Garrett Shanks. The Carmel Bear, CJ Shine against.
Wait. Hold on a second. Johnny Blade taking on who?
Switchblade, Garrett Shanks.
Shouldn't Damian Blade be a part of that too? I'm just saying. It's in the booking there.
Oh my gosh, yeah, freaking knife.
There's a whole lot of blades in that.
Yeah. Yeah, too many blades. The Carmel Bear, CJ Shine versus Frodo the Ghost Meyer. Beachbody Ryan Ash makes his return to South Broadway, taking on Demon G. The Reckoning, of course, which is the Butcher, Damian Blade, and Cayman, taking on the team of Ricky Cruz and Keith Smith Jr. And your main event will be the MMWA champion Moondog Grover defending his title, newly won title, against the POD, Damian Cortez. Tickets will be $10. All tickets are $10. There are still some available at the door. So get them while you can't. So make sure you're there. There are some available, but make sure you're there before the doors open. They do open at 6 p.m. Bell time will be at 7. And the mask protocols are to be determined. A lot can be changed within the time frame.
Besides the tag match, the one thing, though, if you've been a wrestling fan in St. Louis for years, the one you really want to see is Ryan Ash versus Demon G. It's a classic gateway match.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. They were in GCW. They had wrestled
back when they were just hitting puberty.
Right.
I don't mean that in a bad way. They'll understand the meaning of that. Back when they were young. I mean, so
yeah,
young and dumb. And decided to still keep doing it after all these years. So why not go back to the past and relive your youth there?
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to see if I got any control here. Well, I don't think I do.
Oh, don't mess with it. I'll try to figure it out. Give me a second. So we're turning this one off, right?
Yep.
Oh,
and
wait, I got the next one. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Hold on.
There we go.
Okay. Did it stop? Is it staying? All right. Where are we? June 18th, Friday. MMWA at the Elks Lodge, 1515 Miller Road, Imperial, Missouri. Featured matches. Cayman with Abigail versus Frodo the Ghost Meyer. Jaden Dominic Rose versus Ricky Cruz. The Butcher Damian Blade versus TP Beckham. Maybe he might cash in. I don't know.
God.
Scheduled to appear is the POD, Damian Cortez, Moondog Rover, Keith Smith Jr., and many more. Many more gets a lot of bookings. Did anybody ever notice that? Every show in history, you see many more.
Right. That's right. That's even for like tractor pulls too. Just saying.
I didn't know he did that too. Okay, anyway. Tickets, adults $10 advance, $10 in advance, 12 at the door. Kids 12 and under, $5. Kids under 5 are free. Because you can't really sell them anymore. That's illegal. And doors open at 6:30 p.m. Bell time is at 7:30 p.m. Full bar and full menu during the show.
Oh my Lord. Yeah, don't try not to sell your kids, even though you might now.
Yeah, you can't sell them, just give them away for free.
Right. So we're finally going to see. So this match has been talked about during the whole pandemic. Everybody's shutting down the whole promo battle between the Butcher, Damian Blade, and PT Beckham.
TP.
I know you've got your preference,
because he has a lot of shit sticking to him.
Oh my Lord. Well, I mean that is how you cook toilet paper. You brown one side and throw it in the pot. Yeah. That was funny.
If anybody thought my stuff was bad,
Emily, Ricky is not with us in this, on the show specifically. We're I know,
and you wonder why. Even though I go to 5-star restaurants, why even if he invited, I never go over there to cook because you don't know what shit he's cooking.
Oh.
I can make it worse. You know that. Again, let's talk about the pep rally at ACW where nothing happened. I came out, woo! I took the shirt off. I'm not going to do it right now because you got to pay to see that. And woo! And the crowd got into it.
It's called they got to pay fines to the freaking internet people who are on Facebook. Like, why are you letting this absurdity? I'm going to get banned for I'm going to get banned for nudity. Taking your shirt off. That's why I keep mine on. Just saying.
I could hit you with a guitar full of baby powder if have Chris Powell make a comeback.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I got to explain this a little bit. I was given a form to sign for the state of Missouri. I knew what it was. I knew somebody was trying to be a smart aleck.
Well,
so what I did, I wrote down his name and signed
it. Oh man, shoot! Are we having? I'm trying to see. Are we having a little bit of a text message battle between Shaft and I don't know. I guess the Playboy's not commenting anymore. Shaft might have scared him off. Shaft might have told him he's coming out of retirement, and he probably ran. So
I don't know what the please don't was about, though. I don't know, or probably the jokes.
Oh yeah,
your jokes, because your jokes suck. Okay, are we going to the next one?
We are going to go to the next one.
Let me hit that. Hold on. Let's try to see if I can get this going. Stop where it needs to. No. Stop where it needs to. No. Stop where it needs to. Are you going to show me another poster? Yes, not. Stop where it needs to. Is there any other poster? There we go. Yay. Darn stuff.
It looks like we have to be contacting a certain company with their.
Oh, no. No. Wrong
no, not that one. We'll talk about that one here in a minute, but there's one before that.
Give it a second. Hold on. Let's let it. Oh, he was talking about not take my shirt off. Because Chef has my back. He knows if people want to see it, make them pay for it. And trust me, when they see it, they will pay for it. But stop! Mother hell! Will you stay where I put you? There! Don't move!
There you go.
Is it frozen? Okay.
No. I agree with Hope here. Postals are refusing to work because it's too close to the weekend. I agree.
No, Hope is not that. They're not recovering from the 5-day weekend.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, go ahead. Read this one off.
All right. So this is a big one. Another return to St. Clair, Missouri for American Championship Wrestling.
Got one question real quick. Did you type this up?
I believe I did. Yeah.
You missed 2 Stark opponents in this.
You're not on the poster, so who cares?
Okay, you didn't mention Lumberjacks twice either. So,
well, I'm actually on there twice if you like character.
oh, good Lord. Must be a big-ass poster to have you on there twice. Go ahead. You can read it now.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
No problem.
Yeah, I bet. So this is for Saturday, June 19th. About 16 days from now. So this will be at the VFW this time, which is located at 1087 North Service Road West in St. Clair, Missouri, right off of Highway 44. Your featured matches are the first ever tug of war to settle the score. So there's going to be, looks like there's going to be participants. I guess maybe some officials from St. Clair and also ACW superstars or wrestlers in there as well. And you know what? I totally forgot about that. Now I'm reading something. Hold on a second. I'll get to that here in a minute. I'm sorry. But yeah.
Did you miss a show coming up at this month?
I think I did.
Yeah, you did because you don't have it on the sheet.
No, I do not. But we'll bring it up though once we get all this up. When we get this movie file done with, thank God, because this is horrendous. It's not even a big file either. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
So and also the Shark Cage match 2, which will this time will be for the ACW Tag Team Championship. Right now, it's billed as a triple threat between the Night Stalkers, who've actually had their titles stripped from them from the Searcher due to excessive outside interference for like the 3rd match in a row. And so the titles are held up, but also Big Time, which is Reed Rain and Guy Smith, and the Lumberjacks will also get a return shot. And whoever who can put their opponents inside the Shark Cage and lock it will be declared the winners. So, and then also the very top of that poster, which is a mighty fine looking poster indeed, which is yours truly, the ACW World Champion, Rough Cut Rick Ruby, defending the title once again against Brian James. And then when I get done defeating Brian James, then I will never give Playboy Double H a shot. So scheduled to appear will be Playboy Double H with PYT, Gator Smith, Miss Hyde, who beat Playboy's butt last show, who's a women's champion, Roy the Strangler Lewis, Curtis Payne, and many others. All tickets are $5.
Texan and Mr. GQ also. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, Mr. GQ and Big Texan will be there as well. All tickets for $5. Doors open at 5 p.m. Bell time at 6 p.m. You can get tickets at the venue, or you can email acwtheshow@gmail.com. Once again, email your request for tickets at acwtheshow@gmail.com.
You email the show to get the searcher to get the tickets. Got it? Come on, that was good marketing.
Do a search for the searcher. Okay.
No. You email the show to message the searcher to get the tickets. It's all that does. The show, the searcher, the tickets. Got it? Good.
You got it good. All right. So you've got the next one. I'll just say next one because I'll cover.
Let's see if we can get this going. This should be the last poster there, I'm guessing. So
Yeah, just
hold on. Let's turn the ticker off. Let's just get this over to that one first. There. Stop. Let it wait and load. As I already hit pause. Wait for it. There we go.
There we
Now I
go.
gotta hit the right ticker. All right. Here we go. June 26th, Illinois Elite Wrestling presents One Step Closer at the Elks Lodge, 4801 Maryville Road, Granite City, Illinois. Scheduled to appear the Pretty Boy Floyd, the IEW Midwest Champion. The Midwest Mercenaries will not be there, actually. They are IEW Tag Team Champions, but if somebody would have paid attention to the notes on the show, they would know that the Midwest Mercenaries are not going to be there. Just saying. But their manager is, according to what I saw that was signed, and anyway.
Card subject to change.
Okay, anyway. Chaos, Chris Riot, Hulk Elliott, T.P. Beckham, who's the number one contender. The Irish Devil, Douglas O'Shea. Plus 2 matches that were signed, not by me. Well, okay, I take that back. I signed this one because I want to see Playboy beat the ever-living snot out of Chris Exodus. But I will be professional because I can't let being the GM, I had to be unbiased. But a special grudge match, Playboy Double H versus Chris Exodus, and a women's match with the CSWA ladies there. It's going to be Sophia Sombra versus Emma Yuri.
You're right.
You're right. What? I don't know how to pronounce that. I will talk to them. They're not in my class of women. So you have Ashlyn Alexander and Maddie Exodus.
Right. It may also, before we go into the details of that, someone had also called outside the ring today. And someone who lives in Granite City is very irate that they were not even invited to be part of that that fatal 4-way. With that being Riley Knox. I don't know. She seems upset, and who knows? She may even show up there, may even try to fit her, try to make her claim to even get in that match.
Now, she's a talented lady. I'm going to tell you that compared to these, because we know where they come from. I'm
going to say to all the ladies that are involved in that match, they're there that night. You better make sure you do not have your back turned for one moment, because you never know what's going to happen. If you got somebody who's wanting to be part of a match that should have been it, and
joking aside, though, all 4 of those are actually really talented ladies.
Right.
They just can't help it where they're at, where they work for. I mean, but they got a lot of talent. They put on some great matches that I've seen. Because I try to scout ladies, try to see who can make me a cheese sandwich better. But it's just where they work. I mean, that's all it is. I mean, but they'll find work elsewhere when we shut CSWA down. I'm just saying.
It's to your preference. It's you don't want to be there. You don't want to be there. I'm sorry. Now,
also, hold on. Let me finish now on this one. We're also crowning the first ever IEW heavyweight champion on this show. And you already seen how great action it was at the last IEW show when we crowned the IEW Midwest champion and the tag team champions. This is bound to get even better with this one.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
And Playboy, I'm going to tell you this right now.
Come on.
I'm not even paying attention to the last one. That makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, I know. It's like someone yelling, "Dinner thoughts," well, like every other 15 minutes. Let me.
Did you really? You really went there? Okay, hold on. Let me finish my part before we start doing this, and then I'll say something here. Tickets are adults $10 in advance, 12 at the door. Kids under 12 are $5. Kids under 6 are free. So if you missed the cutoff date for giving away your kid the last show for $5 and under free. You go, this one, you still give it away for free. Just saying. Doors open at 5 p.m. Bell time is at 6. Purchase tickets at Illinois Elite Wrestling at ticketleap.com.
Yeah, and if your kid had a bad year at kindergarten, you can still give it away for free. So, it'll be 6 by then.
Really?
But I'm wondering, has it been determined what kind of match is going to determine? Because I know PT Beckham obviously is going to, or I had to go there, didn't I? I sure did.
Let me just okay. You want to close the screen down so you quit crashing your shiznit there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
And might as well. Hey, you might want to read this ticket just to make them happy, or they're going to come at us and throw like feces or whatever at us. So turn your video there. Oh, that you made it bigger. There you go.
Yay!
Go ahead and read this ticker again real quick on what it says, and that way, so they're happy. They don't throw poo-poo at us or anything.
Yeah. So, Kind of Chills Wrestling Alliance will have a show this Saturday. Sunday.
That's this Sunday, Ruby. Sunday, SUN.
Yeah. So
that 5-day weekend fucked you up. I'm gonna tell you that.
Oh my gosh. Kind of Chills Wrestling Alliance every Sunday at 127 West MacArthur Avenue in Kind of Chills, Illinois. Tickets are $10 for adults, $5 for kids. Stores open.
How do you spell Avenue?
Avenue.
Okay.
Did I just put Av or? I did not type this, by the way.
I didn't either, so it must have been the secretary, but it doesn't say West MacArthur Avenue. It says Drive.
Oh, Drive. Oh yeah,
that's why I'm asking how you spell Avenue to begin with.
I'm thinking of electric.
Oh, I hate to see how you spell Boulevard.
Yeah, Court.
Try it again so we get them out there. They can be happy until we destroy them.
Teach their own, man. But yeah, gosh, that's horrible.
What is that icon there?
It's a garbage can.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense then.
Yeah. CHWA is basket.
I just couldn't see it right then. Okay, sorry, kill me.
I know.
You want to finish reading this for them?
I already did. I read it once. Oh, I see.
Tickets and bell time and everything.
Well, I've already mentioned the doors open at 3, bell times at 3:30. Check out their Patreon page for further to help support the CHWA. You can also
and to get their pay-per-views, apparently.
Yeah, to get their pay-per-views.
Their weekly shows are posted on their Facebook page, which you can see when PT got beat all the hell out of by Playboy Double H. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I broke a ref too in that match. If you pay attention to how I threw him out, I broke him.
But I thought they were unbroken.
The ref, you dick.
Oh my God! All right, so one show that I will
take pills. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Oh my goodness. So I will. So at the last Saturday of every month, there is another show that happens, and I did not put it up here because I don't think there was a poster put up for it. But it is for Iwa Productions, and they run the show in Mount Vernon, Illinois, the last Saturday of every month. I believe doors open at 6, bell times at 7, and I'm gonna have to take a look here and see, because I could have sworn there was an announcement of a triple threat ladies match this time that's coming back. I mean, with some women coming back in the area, which including one of those ladies is Marty Bell, who participated in the Mae Young Classic, the second Mae Young Classic tournament, and also was part of NWL that was run between St. Louis and Kansas City a few years back.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh God dang.
Oh, Hold on.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Quack, quack.
Yeah. Is this supposed to be a ball joke toward me or him? That's why I want to make sure. Pull my hair out. Oh my gosh. But I don't have any in my head, but anyway. But yeah, let me see if I can find that because I know they do have a show. And I know Emily that watches us. Thank you for watching again, Emily, tonight. Appreciate you chiming in. So yeah, so I know it's going to be a triple threat match with 3 women coming in. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be another card here. I just have to look for that. Oh my goodness. So. Am I
Okay, now we got to show this on the show so everybody knows what the hell we're laughing at here. And?
Oh, I got it. Okay.
Quack, quack.
Quack, quack. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Personally, I hate ducks.
Yeah.
Especially small rubber ones when somebody fills your car with them.
Oh, my Lord.
That one secretary of mine decided to pull a prank, and it wasn't funny. She got help by my other personal assistant, so, you know.
Yeah. Now, Iwa Productions has a Facebook page, but at least
I never see current posters, though.
I think I might have just gotten one. Wait a minute. Hold on. Is this? Oh, this is an event. So there's an event. Oh my goodness. I know that they just had one. Like I said, they also had one this past Saturday as well.
Yeah, but like on their Facebook page that I saw, it was a outdated one because they had Drake Lee versus El Magnifico, Pretty Boy Floyd versus Dexter Roswell. That was the last one that they posted. I know I've seen others though too.
Well, I'll tell you though. But I did hear. I will say that it does. That
check Floyd's page, although it's really something you got to be careful.
Yeah. Yeah. So I will say floor seats are $10, and where you can sit in a chair or you can sit in the bleachers for $5. Bell time is at 7. Doors open at 6. So I was right about that. So
yeah. So Floyd usually gets the posters that puts them on his at least. But the last one that he has is for the 29th. They don't have one yet, but we know like wherever they have them at is $10 floor seats, bleachers $5, like you said.
right.
Doors open usually 6 p.m. Bell time is at 7 p.m. It's usually the last Saturday of the month always, and you also have the ringside buffet there as well too.
Now I will say the ringside buffet. Not because I'm fat, because I've been there before. Okay.
Hold on. Again, everybody, let's keep in mind if you need an expert on buffets, he's your man.
Yeah. Okay. And then you and the Beast are also known about some food. So don't say that you don't. Look at this. Oh my goodness! So PT Beckham will become the first IEW heavyweight champion.
No, not
so
one.
He's going up to be 2 belts above Beckham. So
although he probably wants to win the belt since he's the number 1 contender, that way he can wrestle himself, and that's usually how that happens a lot with him in his life.
You probably get this done.
TP.
Someone is not a fan. Well, it is what it is. But how?
I think once a month on our shows, instead of having one guest, we need to start having face-offs between people.
That's a very good idea. To see if they want to do
but
that.
I don't want to be a part of the show when we do. I just know that's going to be hell.
I got no problem moderating as long as I'm not one of the participants. That's fine. I don't care about moderation. If there's a big event coming up. I mean, heck, Maybe we could do something, with if
And no, before anybody says it, fans are not participating in the showdowns. No.
Fans can also make comments that whatever the participants say, but hey, it's it's definitely for the wrestlers trying to get at them. So
we need to really we need to really sit down and figure out some of these. Actually, I think.
Look at
what happened to the show before the Marcus Mansfield show. Oh, good Lord, what the hell? Let me read this real quick. Could it be an idea of wrestling?
Yeah, I don't know how well that's going to work. Here's what I'm going to go ahead and do.
Okay, hold on. If I'm going to Sajay, it's not for wrestling. I want to tell you that. Something you will not know about AW All Bro. It's called strip clubs. It's called titty bars.
And then why you go up to
or even pops? I mean, come on.
Yeah, if you happen to hang with GQ, he's going to go up to the stage and say,
I'm trying to
hold my drink, bitch.
I've used that line before too.
Yep, I know.
I'm trying to figure out that the second to last comment that was there is like, huh?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
To the guy that and unlike Johnny Banks, I make it rain with real money.
Oh yeah. I will say that kind of looks like a construction paper confetti shower.
I'm still trying to figure out where the one guy said FPT Beckham. Why he of all people said that? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I
think people know who's who. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
It makes my head hurt.
Make it rain, raise the roof.
I don't know. SP, clarify your comment so we can maybe talk about it. I don't know. But if you think about it, look how lit the show was that we had.
God, sorry. I had to read. Yeah.
Don't do it, all right? It would be a bad move.
Hold on. I just saw Playboy's comment. And Playboy, I wasn't talking about them. I was actually talking about AW. You want to know what to do with the titty.
Hold my drink, bitch.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on. If that's what he was getting at, I'll say fuck TP Beckham. I don't care. He ain't gonna win. He ain't gonna be the champion. They're probably one of the great legends that we have in that tournament, though. You have to go to the show to find out who. I can guarantee, though, it's not going to be Chris Exodus either.
Who do you think? Who do you think?
It's heavyweight, not third weight.
Who do you think is going to win that?
The one that gets the belt.
You don't have a guy.
Yeah.
General Vader said, "What's up?" Yeah, what's up, Vader? Yeah, I was on. The butcher decided to make his presence known outside the ring tonight, and I decided to make some little comments. I'm like, if you don't have a tenderizer, you can't beat the butcher's meat. That was an awesome joke. Well, wasn't it a great joke?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
All right, I'm sorry.
If I could find that video clip of that commercial that him and somebody else did about can't beat the Icons meats.
Oh my gosh. Shall we move on? I've actually got another video.
Well, anyway, hold on. What we're talking about was the face-off shows. If we did that,
yeah, the face.
It was unplanned how that happened when you allowed Exodus on the show while I had Playboy on the show, and look what happened.
Yeah,
It caused a lot of drama, but it also created a match, and it's going to get things settled to where we put CHWA out of this misery. But anyway,
oh boy.
somebody it doesn't have bad jokes, they are bad jokes. But anyway, so I think it'd be good, and we could start booking some of these, whether it's the setup matches or you got a problem, bring it out on here. Settle it one-on-one. Oh, let's not do that.
Why not? Why not? Some others may be listening. And hey, you don't know. You don't know what we've already got set up here, too, but we want to put that out there. Yeah, 304-764-5540. Now,
can you actually do two things at a time? Oh, no, okay. You can do two things if one's a ticker, one's not. Okay, I see what it is.
Yeah, you ever heard of slalom? Just saying. It's an inside joke. I'm not going to say it again.
Yeah, shut up.
Wait a minute. So let me ask you this. So you're wanting AEW to not take
it's going to be kind of a sanctioned, I think. Now, I want to get it signed.
Yeah, it really needs to be signed. It really should.
But even non-sanctioned, we need to get it signed to where nobody sues anybody.
Absolutely.
I got to protect IEW.
Yeah. But let's kind of move on here, though.
We've tried so many times.
I know we tried, but we got to move on. But I will go ahead and take care of this next one here. Now, I actually do have another clip I could add on here, but let's just kind of see if I could actually bring the clip to fruition here.
Are you going to crash it again?
It's a very, very short clip. So, but hey, I'll deal with this. That's fine. So we'll just do this here. So WWE hands out more pink slips to superstars. This past yesterday, WWE had cut six more superstars from the roster, wishing them their future endeavors. List of the superstars released were including Braun Strowman, Aleister Black, Lana, Ruby Riott, Buddy Murphy, and Santana Garrett. WWE made cuts in April, which include Samoa Joe, Billy Kay, and Peyton Royce. Some other cuts were made last month in May, such as on-air talent and now former Raw color commentator Tom Phillips. The following recently released superstars had posted reactions to their social media. Aleister Black stated on his Twitter, "I'm gathering my thoughts as this was a complete left field for me, and obviously we just started the Dark Father character, but this was it. Thank you so much, WWE Universe, for allowing me to create and give you all small bits of myself." Right after that, or right before he made that, he actually changed back to his original wrestling name, which was Tommy End. So he changed the account name back to that. Braun Strowman wrote on his Twitter stating, "What a chapter in life. Thank you," with the huge exclamation marks. Strowman was actually on $1 million contract all the way up through 2023, and WWE decided that was no more. Buddy Murphy on Twitter, "Oh, today ends my 8 years with WWE. What a crazy ride. Highest of highs, lowest of lows, but whether I had 3 minutes or 20 minutes, I put all my effort into my performances. Nothing is harder when all you want to do is wrestle, but you can't. In my opinion, I haven't even hit my peak yet, and I'm excited to see what the next adventure holds. I was lucky enough to work with some of the best talent in the world and learn a tremendous amount. But trust me, the whole world will know what I meant by quote-unquote best kept secret. Thank you all." And Lana replied on her Twitter, or reacted on her Twitter, "I will never forget the fans and the love they showed me, whether it was a tank, power suits, flags, Crush, Rusev, 900 partners, weddings, or tables. I tried to always entertain you, and you definitely elevated me. Thank you." And Ruby Riott actually released a statement today on her Facebook. And it's kind of a lengthy one here, but, well, here it goes. "I've never been good at this sort of stuff. Yesterday, in a matter of minutes, my life changed very drastically, but after some tears, some panic, and a full box of Oreos, I was able to look back on how lucky I've been to accomplish what I have. I never thought I'd make it to WWE. I've been honored to be a part of the squad of the most incredible women I've ever met. I've gotten to see the world, share locker rooms with some of the most talented women I know, some of which I've made lifelong friendships with. I've got to meet fans that were just like me, introverted kids who never quite felt like they fit in. And between the locker room and those fans, I felt like I belonged, and I'm so grateful for that feeling. With that, I am overwhelmed by the amount of calls, texts, tweets, and support that I've received from former workers, friends, or former co-workers, friends, family, and fans. Thank you so much for the kind words. You'll never know how much it helped. As to what's next, in the beginning, Heidi Lovelace was given to me. At the end, Ruby Riott was taken away. So I don't know what I'll be called or where I'll end up, but please know this is far from over. Thank you. And lastly, Santana Garrett on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you at WWE. Peace, love, and headband. Hashtag handband power. Hashtag time to shine. Hashtag women's wrestling. Hashtag Santana Garrett. Hashtag WWE. Hashtag NXT. Garrett, who had actually been called up to join the main roster at the Royal Rumble, was set to make her debut as a member of the SmackDown roster prior to her release. So she was getting ready to get called up to SmackDown to be appeared on Fox, and then this happened. And I don't know why it took so long for Santana Garrett to be gone, but obviously WWE doesn't know what to do with after talent. And
well, this was something. Are we done with the video?
Yes, I'm trying to end it.
I might be able to. Hold on. Just remove it.
Yeah, just remove it. Just get it out of the way.
Okay. What the fuck? Somebody talking about deep fried orders, you fat ass. Anyway, I didn't even see. I wasn't paying attention. I looked over deep fried orders. Like, what the hell?
Hey, we got a couple.
I was saying this earlier today with somebody from your Hall of Fame class, Mr. Big. And we were talking about like why this and that and everything. And I agree with a lot of that. It was kind of a weird, oh, good Lord, AW. Nobody's bringing in the big names that are making money because nobody can afford that yet. Anyway.
Yeah.
We got to figure out YouTube next. But anyway, they're just. You can do so much, but not everybody can be pushed at the same time. You see this on other shows or too. You have to have the jerker. You have to have the mid card and everything like that, because not everybody can be on top. Because not every match can be the main event.
Right.
And there's just so many spots in this world that if they're not being used properly, like I would let them go to begin with. So that's the thing. It's like. I would love to have seen Santana get called up more and everything. I've seen her from the beginning. Mm-hmm. Her father was a great man, Kenny Garrett, and a great promoter, great wrestler, and he had a lot of friends. But she got there on her own, and he was proud of her 100%. But again, being there doesn't necessarily mean you're going to do good.
Right.
And it's not because you don't have the talent. It's because they don't have the space.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. If you're complaining about space, and we're going to get into this here a little bit, but why would you sign back Eva Marie, of all people, and then you go and pull stuff like this, where you got people who are talented, that especially with Ruby Riott or Heidi Lovelace. Yeah, I'd like to see her just go back to Heidi Lovelace. I know she gained her notoriety as Ruby Riott, but I don't know if WWE will let her use it. No. Buddy Murphy is a great talent. I understand, but a lot of these guys, they just get used. They do not get used properly. And even with some of the guys in the back, or some guys that are just less talented. Well, like, why in the hell is Baron Corbin still employed by WWE is beyond me. He must suck. He must be doing.
I know where you're going with that, and. The thing is, maybe they see other stuff that we don't see. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get. It's like, again, we know Zack Ryder and oh crap, who was his partner?
You mean Hawkins?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They were a great talent though too, but they let them go and stuff.
Mhm.
They were still able to go elsewhere. I mean, make it. But that's the thing. It's like you still have so many spots, and it's like not everybody gets the chance. Every match, everybody gets a chance to shine, but they can't shine bright at times.
Yeah. No.
And that's the thing. It's like there's only so much space, and if you're wasting the money, yeah, let them go so they can make money elsewhere.
Yeah.
Because you got to think though, when you're sitting there not working your potential, you're just getting the downside of your contract.
Yeah. So from what I'm hearing, from what somebody gave me a count, that between all the brands, that's the red, blue, and gold brand, people in the development center waiting to get called up or even get a shot at NXT and what have not. There's like about 230 people on an active roster. 230.
And we used to think 30 people in a locker room was a big pain in the ass ourselves. I mean, so
I've been where there's 40 people in the locker room. It's like, where are you going to find time to use all these people? I mean, you're going to have a battle royal,
two battle royals, tournament for no reason. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, we've all seen it. But again, those trying to work to that, and we know we've seen some companies say, if you're not booked, if you show up, you're not going to get a spot.
You're not guaranteed a spot.
Which I agree. It's like, because you can't just put, yeah, we know the rule. You always show up, bring your gear, yada, 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 because you never know. Somebody doesn't show up if there's an accident or something like that, or they need a filler spot or whatever. You never know. And that's how people get noticed at times.
Yeah.
Point in case, Matt Taylor. He was just sitting by himself in the back, ears open, mouth shut, at WLW shows till he got a spot. Because they needed somebody. You got gear? Okay, let's go.
Okay. Yep. So,
And of course, he found out it was a handicap match, him and another versus Viscera, and the other guy pissed off Viscera, and he didn't want to really be in that ring at that time, but Viscera took really good care of him. So,
yeah. Unless it was another handicap match, because I had a handicap match against Viscera too. So it's like
WLW?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whenever we first starting off.
It was another one, definitely, because I know somebody, because I remember Taylor tells us about ticking Viscera off, because I remember we brought him in on the show as well, and we find out that the room that all the young guys are partying in and making noise is right next to his. We're in the room. And we're like looking out the second story window, seeing where we can fall and jump out if we heard a big knock on the door, because we didn't want to be in that room when it happened. By no means.
Man, I know.
This can either take care of you, took care of you, or you got hurt if you pissed them off. But anyway, let's go back to that. And we were talking about something and everything. Is like,
yeah. Well,
and the thing just, and you got all these new signees and everything. My question would be is, why keep signing new talent when you still got others that you're still training with? I mean, and some of them are damn good talent.
Right.
And they're being shown on their TV. Why keep signing more?
Right. We kind of want to push us to our next portion of the show here.
I was looking at it. That's what.
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's talk on C for a second, since I got on that subject here.
Well, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna. So basically, what we're going to do now is going to talk about the state of the major promote. We're going to talk about the major promotion state of the wrestling. Wrestling with the state of address for wrestling at this point, because I think it really needs to be assessed, especially with AEW just having their Double or Nothing pay-per-view this past weekend. And let me tell you, they packed the place, and we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. But like what GQ was saying here, we're going to touch on some aspects of the of each promotion. First off, He was mentioned. We were talking about signees and all that. We're going to talk about the quality of their roster right now, and but I will say, I mean, I've seen how these new kids are coming in and how they're training and what they put them through. So they're putting them through basically like a boot camp inside the ring. So they're not getting any type of light training at all. I mean, you have to really, really make it throughout all of this. I mean, it's not an easy task. I'll tell you that right now. So as far as like being physically fit, you have to make sure you're on top of your game, or else you will not make it anywhere in WWE, especially on the NXT brand.
Yeah, and so the thing that I'm going to remove this down there because I can't remove it. Never mind. The one thing with that is, so all these guys are just going through the training process before you've been used on NXT. Why not make it like a school where you pay for that and have them paying for their spot, working hard on that, and then if they like what they've been doing, then sign them to NXT and everything, instead of just signing them to training deals where they're still getting paid to train. That would fix a whole lot of money issues and then weed out a lot of stuff. And that way, so you're not signing people you have to release a month or two later,
Yeah.
Or signing people that, messing with their mind and messing up their lives. Anyway.
Well, but I think after this point, I mean, once you get through that, I mean, I'm not sure how often these guys go through a test once you reach a roster like SmackDown or Raw. I mean, I know that, these superstars have got to travel and they've got to keep themselves in condition. So they go into a gym, on that day of the show, to tone themselves up, get themselves rested and ready to go. So they know what, before they get out in the ring that night. But as far as the roster that they make, I mean, as far as the quality of, I'm not going to say the quality of the talent as far as like how they're, because there's very few people I think that have got low quality of talent. But as far as like how they're pushing like their characters and everything else, it is just very hard to even stomach to even look at, because there's so more cheese than Wisconsin on some of these things. It's horrible. Like, take for instance, if you tried watching Raw when they first kicked off with the addition of Miz TV, that was horrible. And this whole thing with Morrison, with Johnny Drip Drip and all this other stuff, and seeing the debut of the Drip Stick, when I saw him, oh my God, we hear the word Drip Stick, and you're just, it's
no, not even gonna. Because I'm trying to look for a photo and I can't find it right now.
Oh my God. But just the quality of the writing, and that's another thing here too, as far as with the writing, okay? They want to give these guys something interesting, but they're not really giving anything that really the fans can relate to as far as any type of line, or they're not making anything too competitive. Nothing really feels organic anymore. And it's ridiculous. I mean, I know they want to write and everything else, but I think there's not really anybody that is true old school, or somebody who's truly knows about wrestling angles and everything else, that's really writing out what these characters should be doing. So I don't get it. I really don't. I'm just kind of speechless. And that's why I don't really follow it, WWE that much anymore. And I can barely remember to watch AEW on Wednesdays, because it's like I'm not used to watching wrestling on Wednesdays, but I guess I'm kind of need to now, we'll get to reasons for that here in a minute. But as far as like another thing that you and I have touched on many, many times before, GQ, is I really like the WWE in the aspects from when they had the WWE network in the US. And now they switched over to Peacock. And if I'm going to watch anything of old school, I have to try to see what's in WCW back in the late 80s to even, that's about as far as I can find. There's no World Class, there's no Mid-Atlantic, there's no Mid-South, there's no AWA. And they're like everything, like even their WWE old school portions were their Madison Square Garden matches I can't find. So the way that the Peacock has formatted all this WWE content and not brought everything over is horrendous. And I'll be the one. I'm the one that got the 4-month special, and I can watch the ads periodically throughout the shows and all that. I don't care, but I'm not going to give them more than $10 to just so they can, because I'm giving them the test here. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm about ready just to boot them out the door in 2 months. If they have not if they've not brought everything else up to where we can get easy access into these older shows.
Yeah, and I was surprisingly able to find the current Stone Cold, whatever the hell it's called.
Oh, the Broken Skull sessions?
Yeah, I was barely able to find that one with the Godfather.
Yeah,
and everything. It's like I'm still trying to find the Andre biography that they had on there at some point. I can't find that. And
well, they had an Eighth Wonder of the World segment on there when I last looked, even yesterday. When
I have to look again.
Yeah, but they had an Eighth Wonder of the World on there. Now, but I'm just really upset with all of this now. And trust me, I get the network. No, I've been subscribed for the network the entire time that it was available here in the U.S. I had every month without interruption, and I got it so I could see the old stuff, so I could see the older stuff. I do not carry Peacock for WWE for any current pay-per-views because the quality of their pay-per-views right now are. It's two piles of heapy manure because I cannot stand it. I could either try to go, like, if they have like a review of the pay-per-view or maybe some highlights, I'd rather watch that. Try to find out what's going on because at this point, it's just the work that they put in there is not really. It's like it's not really grabbing. It's just, it's kind of you kind of have to make out a routine that you're doing for a web-based audience.
And we know they're starting to do this summer, at least right now. They're going to start going live tours again.
Well, they're going to start doing live tours, but the thing is that
my question is, with the live tours, are they going to have fans back full time now, or is it going to be partial? Like you got the fans, and then you got the TV monitors still.
Let me tell you something about these damn TV monitors. They all need to go when they go live, when they go on tour. They need to freaking sell them on eBay or do it for like whatever project, but get them out of the freaking arenas. They do not need to be present because it's stupid. You were even part of a Raw show. Yeah. How annoying was that? How annoying.
Well, no, the fact that, like, we talked about this during which show was that? Was that our joint show with Outside the Ring?
I think, yeah.
And that's the thing. So you're watching, and you're barely watching the stuff because you're trying to see, hey, am I on these TVs or that TV? And you don't get to see it long enough to try to figure it out. But then you got this friggin' Yahoo. Okay, now they're talking about this. Everybody applaud or look happy, or okay, now to boo. And then you see people go like, ooh.
Yeah.
You don't hear the shit. Your mics are, you're giving permission for the mics, but they're not broadcasting that.
Mm-mm.
And everything. So most of the stuff is piped in as far as I can tell. I mean, it'd be sweet if you could push a button and like cheer, boo, instead of what they say.
Here's the thing that I'm really, really, besides the whole TV monitors, which, by the way, they've extended these LED boards to go all the way around the stadium and they're right at the edge of the entrance screen with the Titantron screen. They have reached that far.
They go halfway like that. Then there's a blank because where the hard cams are, they don't have it there because you're not going to see.
Oh, yeah.
Then they have a little section that goes the rest of the way to that you can see during entrances and stuff like that, but that's about it.
But the point is
that I was off camera at one little monitor in the far corner,
Yeah. Yeah. So, but the point being is they've been adding more screens and adding more screens. Here's the thing I really despise: these generated chants that they play, and even worse, when Roman Reigns during one promo, he reacted to the generated chants like he was actually reacting to fans out in front of him. That is ridiculous. Don't do that. It's
Yeah,
stupid.
don't get me started on that. But how about at the Hall of Fame, JBL, the wrestling god, and then it's quite clear when he said it before somewhere, and I'm like, that sounds out of place.
I just I don't know what to say anymore when it comes to WWE. All I know is you have to start making things, and Stone Cold Steve Austin has said it many times. You have to make your shows feel like that the crowd is part of your show. Get them involved. Play to the crowd. They don't play to the crowd anymore. WWE doesn't care about the
And
crowd.
here's the thing: we'll talk about WWE, and then the one on the D level, there on the option D on that.
Right.
But the thing is, what's going to happen with all the booking stuff? Because when you hear the actual crowd response, are they really liking it, or are they going to shit all over it?
Right.
That's the biggest thing to think about. Is like they're basically trying to tell them to cheer or boo because that's what WWE wants. But it's like the fans can turn things in a shift of a hat. You know what? You know what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah.
And that's the thing is like how much do they really want to push Rocky at first, and the fans just like saying no, die Rocky die.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden they made Rocky a heel. It's like, hey, they started getting into it, and all of a sudden The Rock and this and that, and then it went from there.
Yeah.
But how much were they liking actually liking the Bray Wyatt stuff, the Randy Orton stuff? How much do they really like Randy and Riddle?
Yeah. I don't know.
In other words, their team's called the Slow Bro. But how much are they actually liking the Roman Reigns stuff? How much are they like? It's like you don't have a proper response. And again, you keep doing this, you're hurting the product in the long run, though, too.
Yes, you are. Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't get why they couldn't have like some people there constantly, like they did with WrestleMania.
Right.
Because they were basically doing the same thing. And if somebody says something is like, well, you got this. You don't have to worry about travel right now when they're doing this because all the shows are in the same spot. The only travel is still going back and forth. You're not spending anything extra. Plus, you got fans coming in and spending money then.
Yeah.
How much could one of those fans have saved Santana's job or Braun's job?
Yeah.
Because I've already seen that that the sale of the network to Peacock was $1 billion.
1 million?
Billion.
A billion. Oh, okay.
Which again, if you think about it, how much has they lost during the whole pandemic stuff? By not having live fans buying merchandise, buying this, that, the ticket sales, the revenue, and everything like that. How much have they not had from that for the last year and a half?
Yeah, very true.
And like I said with that before, is like that's the only reason why I see why they sold the network was to do that. But I know, as you wrote on there, there's the rumors going around that WWE is going to sell to NBC. Or just be sold in general. And it's like, not when he has kids that can still run the stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, and here's the thing: it's like he may be the COO or whatever. I think that's the right one.
Yeah, I call him the coup.
Yeah. Okay.
It rhymes with poo.
But what's one thing that Hunter has been really good at? He embraces their indie following and their indie stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it would have been great if we could have had Daniel Bryan being Bryan Danielson or some of the other ones that they changed. But instead, when Hunter started taking over with the NXT stuff, even with people coming over from TNA, Impact, and everything, you have Robert Roode that came through, Eric Young, Adam Cole,
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Gargano, Tommaso, all of them that they're still using their indie names on that people know because they know their fans are their fans. We've always said this. We've always said that there's WWE fans and wrestling fans.
Right.
I've seen so many wrestling fan or WWE fans like, oh, who the hell's that? Nobody likes that person. Or not give a shit about indies and everything until they're working the indies or around them. Then they're like, oh, this is kind of cool. And then all of a sudden they see their people back in WWE. It's like, that's the biggest thing with that is the WWE base would change and come and go. What you need is to attract the other base, bring them also over.
Yeah.
And that's when you get the followings like the Samoa Joes and everything. So thankfully you didn't get like the Wild Samoan Joseph or something like that just to be different. Like the one letter change of Rhino's name every time he worked in WWE.
Yep.
But that's the thing. It's like they're embracing the indie following that people have. Again, it's like Finn Balor found a following, but Prince Devitt would have been great too.
Yeah.
They didn't change AJ Styles. He had a following. He probably didn't want to change his name anyway, but look, he's still popular and fans are loving it. I mean, that's the thing. It's like Hunter found different ways around it and has a better ear for it. Look at what's happened also. And I know Vince gave his approval, but I think Hunter had something to do with it as well. Chris Jericho on the Broken Skull session.
Right.
Well, they actually talked about AEW a little bit.
Yeah.
Then you have, oh good Lord, not even what we're talking about. But anyway, then you have Jake Roberts coming in on the most wanted treasures.
Yeah.
And everything. It's like, again, and Vince is probably saying, you know, guys, I know what they started out as, but if you need to go to work there, you get some money right now because I can't do it, go for it.
Right.
But that's the thing, though, too. Guarantee. And this is why some people from ROH never wanted to go to WWE because they didn't want to change or lose their gimmicks or names. And I could put two people right there that I heard, I'm not going to say it was positive, would not go because they didn't want to go by different names. Mischief, Delirious.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like Hunter is doing the right thing by embracing a lot of that, though, too. So I think a lot of that could go good. And since I brought up AEW with the whole Jericho thing,
yeah,
let's hope they're not making the mistakes that Impact did. Right. Because the first thing on your bullet list is AEW signing old WWE alums.
Right.
That's what really fucked up TNA to begin with when they kept signing. I remember because we were doing our original show back then.
Yeah, we were.
And we're talking about the Hogan and Bischoff and Hall and Nash, Waltman, everything, all going there to TNA and everything.
Yeah.
And hell, that was even when I was backstage at TNA at one of the shows that all of them were there, and the Flares and this and that. But you know that wasn't cheap income there either.
Mm-mm. No, it wasn't.
We know Tony Khan has money, but he doesn't have. Even Dixie had money, but didn't have unlimited pockets either.
No, she didn't. That's the thing with Tony Khan. I'm not sure what what type of access he has to funds. But so far, you've got Paul White, formerly the Big Show. He uses his real name. He's over there. It was revealed at the end of Double or Nothing this past Sunday that Mark Henry is now all elite. And now you got some of these other guys that were over in WWE that are now there. I mean, you wouldn't call them big money. I mean, there wouldn't be big money men such as, Miro, whoever the Revival is now. I keep forgetting their names.
FTR, ain't it?
So what?
I think they're called FTR there.
Yeah, FTR, right. I think it stands for Fuck the Revival, but anyway. And then, now, with this released talent that's been done here, do you see anybody coming over? And you gotta have to see, are they gonna want the same type of money?
I could see Santana and Ruby Riott doing really well there.
Well, they got a fantastic women's division anyway, so they should.
But look what they've done with like Britt Baker and everybody else there. They have good quality roster there to begin with,
right?
With good talent, and these are people that haven't shined before. So you don't need like Ruby Riott and Santana would be great for that. Braun possibly, but not if he's asking the same amount that he was.
Right.
The only other thing is, like, I found out that Britt Baker, I looked up and everything, her dental practice, which she actually is a dentist, by the way.
Right.
It's not a gimmick, everybody. Sometimes things are legit in life.
Yep.
Actually closes on Wednesday so she can do the tapings.
So her office is actually in Jacksonville?
I think so, yeah.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
But again, the good talent that they're allowing to use what they've already established out there. Oh, you kind of burped for a second there, Ruby, I saw.
Huh. Okay. I didn't see it.
You also got everybody from Kenny Omega, who's probably still the biggest untapped potential that's never been in WWE now. Because even Sting went there for a short while. So you got Kenny Omega, the top talent, so he's getting the shine there without having to be tied down.
Right.
And they're still doing all the stuff back and forth with Impact and everything. And again, it seems like every once in a while WWE is willing to let them shine somehow.
Right.
So all these other talents, though, I'm not so sure that they would lift them up as much as overstep them.
Right. Well, I think though the quality, with the talent that's coming off, you can say some of these alums and all that, which I think, Mark Henry and Paul White, they're really good ambassadors to begin with, really good guys. I
won't take that. At least they're not in there wrestling and trying to win the titles or anything.
Right. I think they're probably in there to kind of help with guidance on maybe with, as far as like all aspects of the show to make sure that these guys shine pretty, even better if possible, because they've been in there many, many years with WWE. But I think with AEW, definitely the quality of the roster of this talent. I think they actually are. It's pretty decent, okay, because these guys are actually. I really hate to kind of do this, guys, but in WWE, if you're watching Raw or SmackDown, if you see somebody kicking somebody, you see somebody punching somebody, and you see with the naked eye on your television screen that they have like missed them by a mile and they still go down acting like they just got hit, it's horrible. It looks bad. You don't want to do that. And it's like, okay, so now you're just playing along with this. You're not really wanting to, kind of really put your all effort in the match. You just want to try to do whatever was put on the script or whatever. If that's the way how they write it, if they're writing it out move for move or whatever, it's horrible. But the quality, I will say that with AEW style of matches that I've seen, that they have. I mean, they really. I mean, their work is tight. And what I mean by that is that there's not really space. I mean, guys are in there and they know. They know that anything could happen. You know, you could get hurt. Anything. You know, they're really putting on a show. They're really putting it on a match for you and giving it their all because they don't want to look bad. And you don't want to look bad. And when you see something looks bad or whatever else, and you keep repeatedly doing it week after week, you get tired of it like I did, and you don't watch it no more. That's why Raw and SmackDown's not even on my list of shows that I even want to watch. You know, hell, I'd rather just wait till the thing goes off and I'll watch reruns of the Golden Girls. That's how bad it is. I mean, my God, you know.
Hey, when they fought, it was hardcore though.
Yeah.
They didn't do the underwear matches. Well, they thought about it. It just depends.
Oh God. There we go.
Like anybody thought it was going to get any better the later we went. So,
right.
But here's the thing. When I was over with Mr. Big recently, I think last week or the week before, he was playing a video that he had on his DVR. Which, by the way, also Championship Wrestling from Hollywood is on TV at times around here, though. Around your area, I know it's around California where I'm at, but it's also around the St. Louis area at times. Late night, though. Yeah. That's the company that Dave Marquez runs. But there's another group that's actually trying to have decent TV. They could be number 5 in the U.S., maybe. When you add ROH to the mix and everything. And it also depends on where you put ROH on this list now, too.
Right.
But it's called Major League Wrestling.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But they got some good talent that you haven't seen anywhere else other than local indies or whatever, though, too. You got Jacob Fatu, you got Marshall Ross Von Erich, Davey Richards, King Mo, not the Mo from Men on the Mission.
Yeah, I know.
We got Savio Vega helping out there as well as Conan.
Yeah.
Vinci, Gringo Loco, LaPark Jr. Then you have Kevin Von Erich as a manager and stuff. I mean, Colonel Parker. Oh, good Lord, he's old.
Oh my God.
But I mean, they got decent and everything. There's going to be many options out there. It's just, how are we going to do a lot of this now still?
Yeah. The only thing is...
like what you were saying you might have already said it when I was looking up stuff and everything, about AEW being in for the long haul to overtake WWE. I don't think they need to.
No.
What's the one mistake Impact or TNA and WCW tried to do?
They tried to... Well, I mean, obviously, they were not smart with their money with the talent they were getting. They got big with trying to overload on big name talent. Well, that's one of their faults.
Well, no, the biggest thing what they didn't try to be the best they can do. They were trying to target and put out WWE.
Right. So they don't need to mention them. You got to worry about what you need to do.
So that's the thing. They did the shoot on that first one when Cody destroyed the throne and everything, as a ceremonial starting of that. But that's the thing. It's like they're not trying to put WWE out.
No.
You don't see them trying to be on Mondays or Fridays or anything like that.
Right.
Which that was the biggest mistake that TNA did, though, too, moving right away to Mondays.
Yeah, that was kind of a dull move.
So that's the thing. It's like they're not trying to target and put away WWE. They're not trying to battle, to rip into them or anything like that. They're actually working hard on their own product.
Right.
Which, what would have happened if WCW did that? Might still be here. Because again, Bischoff was trying to put WWE out of business, whether he says it or not. Because he even said on some of the shoots before that, let's try to go against them on Mondays. They're trying to target WWE and stepping on the wrong toes at the same time.
Yep.
While they had bigger pocketbooks, they didn't have the bigger mind for it in the long run.
Right.
And they messed up the whole Foley winning the belt. That'll put butts in the seats thing. Apparently, it did.
Yeah, it did.
But they didn't have the focus on that. As like maybe Foley was a good acquisition for them or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I do believe you're right on that. They do not need to focus on trying to target WWE as long as they're keeping away from nights where WWE does not have any programming, major programming, which at first, when they did Dynamite, then of course NXT moved to Wednesdays onto USA away from the network. And then WWE was the one that actually kind of bowed out and moved to Tuesdays and let AEW run still on Wednesdays on TNT, which I'm hearing that they might be going to TBS eventually.
Hopefully they don't have the same standards of practices that they used to.
Yeah, so I don't know why they.
You would think 15 years later that hopefully that should have fucking changed by now.
Yeah, but I don't know why TNT wants to. I mean, I'm sure it's one of their highly rated shows on Wednesday, but I don't know why. I don't know who's making the shot, but it's still a Turner Broadcasting Network channel. I don't know why they would just move. So I really don't get that, but it's
and
whatever.
Anybody still watching, we'll take a call or two real quick if you want.
Yeah, I know. We're coming upon our toward the end of our second hour. If anybody wants, if anybody's able to call, then sure. But is AEW in for the long haul? I mean, do you think that they have the tools if they keep going the way they go, and they don't spend so much, they get quality talent at a reasonable price without trying to outbid with WWE? I mean, do you think as long as they keep a great working atmosphere and if they're able to get work in, I mean, do you see AEW still sticking around for several years?
Yeah, because they realize that they're going to have to spend some money first to get established, okay? And they already got the merchandising and stuff on. We've seen even locally, and I'll put it out there, I'm not trying to diss Major Basin or anything whatsoever on this, because he tried. But when he was running the NWL stuff here, the National Wrestling League, I hated it. He had the money, but closed after the first year, even though he projected for 3, he just didn't want to keep losing money and stuff. But he kept trying to do things so on it, though, too. There's formulas that you have to understand work better in wrestling to begin with. Like the days that you run shows on, first off.
Right.
And evening, either I'm freezing or you're freezing because your camera keeps locking up for me. I don't know who it is.
No, I don't know. I'm fine here. So I mean, I don't see.
So I don't know either. We'll find out afterwards. See who was freezing the most. Then. So
right.
But he was trying to run on like Thursday or Wednesdays or Thursdays. Midweek doesn't really do too well if you're not a major company to begin with. Not for indies, and definitely not in so areas of St. Louis and everything. Then he was trying on Sundays as well, though, too. And he was also trying to do the Kansas City versus St. Louis stuff and everything. It's like, get established, then do the gimmicky stuff.
Right.
Just in my opinion. And I think that's what a lot of things people try to do. It's like, because look at what TNA kept trying to do. They were trying to copy NWO with either Aces and Eights or James Gang and stuff like that. That was basically the copy of New Age Outlaws / DX a little bit.
Yeah.
And they were trying to do the gimmicky before getting established even more and more. You get established, then do the stuff. Don't step on toes. There you go.
Yeah. But I think the reason why I kind of like AEW is their storylines are built to be more kind of targeted toward more on a competitive nature and not some type of stupid gimmick that like WWE does. And as long as they keep it simple and they can be creative with it a little bit, That's why I think it's a lot better. But don't do anything freaking stupid like all these outrageous freaking gimmicks or whatever, because it's not really, it doesn't attract me as a wrestling fan. It doesn't. I don't even want to watch it no more. It's horrible.
I know, and that's the thing is like even WWE has pinned back from a lot of the gimmicky and just working on the shows. Really, I mean, everybody's not doing all the stupid let's do barbed wire, flaming enema, chainsaw massacre, death match 2, or anything like that.
Oh my God, yeah.
Coming soon to Kata Shields. Anyway.
Oh my God, here we go. Another shot. Oh my gosh, another shot. Well,
I'll even say this. They have no regard for humans to begin with when they do something like this.
Right.
They don't care about people's health and well safety. They don't care about having matches. They just want to hurt people. Just saying. But they're going to get hurt themselves soon. Saying.
Yeah, well,
I might bring Doug O'Shea somewhere. No. There's always ways. Okay, I'm done talking like this. It's time for you to take over.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, let's kind of wrap this up because we're going to try and have a guest next week, guys. It's just kind of pick up on the shows, and
if anybody has guest ideas too, let us know. Let me rephrase this. If anybody has reasonable guest ideas, let us know.
Right. Reasonable guest ideas. You can always email us at fallscounteverywhere@gmail.com. If you have an idea, once again, fallscounteverywhere@gmail.com. We will check that. And then if you have any ideas, let us know. And then we'll kind of see if it'll fit our mold here. But we're going to go ahead and get this taken care of. We are about out of here, guys.
I like being bigger than you.
All right, guys. So, for Wayne Schuyler III, have a great weekend, whatever you do. We will.